Activities were partially grounded at the University of Port Harcourt today, following a strike by the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities across the country, where members of the unions in Uniport joined their counterparts for the 7 days warning strike to demand for payment of their withheld 4 months' salaries. Our correspondent who visited Uniport observed that many offices and business outlets had no electricity, where some members of the unions who gathered in front of the Senate building to ensure compliance spoke to our correspondent.
The situation right now is very, very difficult. Students are not happy. There is no water, there is no light. Mostly we clear them into their rooms, but now that the whole place is shut down, nobody to clear them for accommodation. So most of them are stranded outside. No light, no water because we are not working. We are the pillar, we are the power. Sanu.
Left for us as health workers, we wouldn't have wanted to go on strike, but we are constrained. If only the government can listen and pay the withheld salaries. If this situation is not arrested immediately, the student might start protesting, and that will be another problem.
No driver is going to drive anybody in this university.
Well, the chairman of SANU in Uniport, Bernard Chukwu, expressed regret that the avoidable strike will affect the students and running of the university.
What is affected is uncountable. Now you can see there's blackout. If light comes now, I won't pick it. I'm not official, can't go touch it. Those who are at health center, if there's any casualty now, nobody there to attend to it. As students are around, any month from now, there will be no water. What would they work with? What would they bathe with? What would they wash with? These essential commodities, essential things that those who you call nothing are provided. Whatever in the laboratory, there are human beings there. There's no one graduate, as I said, can be produced without the non-sister. There's no professor can be made without input of non-sister.
Well, last Monday, the union threatened to shut down hostels and power supply in universities across the country if the federal government fails to meet its demands or their demands before today. In other news, some aggrieved members of God Power Wozume family have staged a peaceful protest due to the activities of alleged land grabbers in Mbodo Alu community, Rivers State, where some landlords who spoke to our correspondent called on the governor and relevant authorities to come to their aid, saying some individuals came with men uniform to demolish their houses without prior notice. Well, the protesting family members carried placards with inscriptions like, "Our able governor, please save us. Governor Sim, please address us. And please, His Excellency, step in and help us."
Witness our properties destroyed. They said we should go to Greater Port Harcourt and meet them. That is Greater Port Harcourt that gave them this place. For over a month now, we have written letters to Greater Port Harcourt. Greater Port Harcourt keep telling us they will talk to the governor. Meanwhile, this place is not government land because government never paid compensation to God Power Wozume.
I am here with my family. I've already built, and this land, according to history, is not part of Greater Port Harcourt. So I don't know why this demolition is going on.
Away from that, a state high court in Port Harcourt has convicted and sentenced 5 individuals to death by hanging or administered lethal injection until they are confirmed dead for the killing of late OSPAC commander of Omu Dioga community, Alex Umuerurike, in a Moha local government area. The convicts, Okechukwu Orji, Promise Igwe, Morrison Igwe, Goodness Monday, Ifeanyi Igwe, were found guilty of 10 counts bordering on armed robbery, illegal possession of firearms, murder, courtesy and conspiracy, among others. But the trial judge, Justice S.H. Apreku, also discharged and acquitted the 6th defendant in the matter, Alex Diwe. Well, recall that the late OSPAC commander Alex Umuerurike was killed in 2021 by the gang members for fighting against criminal activities in Omudioga community. The prosecution counsel, SP, SC and EDET, spoke to correspondent Emekotuka after the judgment.
For which the late OSPAC commander was gruesomely murdered and dismembered by this gang of criminals. And we have been on trial until today. The court has finally given its judgment on the matter, and justice, I believe, has now been served.
Meanwhile, counsel to the defendants declined to speak. In another development, a federal high court in Port Harcourt has adjourned to 26th April to hear a suit filed by the civil society organizations in Rivers State against the Martin Amehule-led members of the State House of Assembly, where Justice Stephen Daylop-Palm adjourned the matter to give all the parties in the suit the opportunity to file in their processes, where Justice Daylop-Palm also urged all the counsels to ensure they complete their processes before the new date. Well, recall that the CSOs are seeking judicial clarification of Section 109 of the Constitution. They are also urging the lawmakers to vacate their seats for defecting to the APC. Still to come, Nigerian army refutes claim of reprisal attack in Delta community. Stay tuned.
The attention of the Greater Port Harcourt City Development Authority has been drawn to the activities of land speculators who are selling government land in Greater Port Harcourt, especially at the following locations: the proposed spare parts and auto technicians market, Elelewon and Rumokrushi, Eleme Industrial Area, Aleto, Eleme, adjoining the Indorama Petrochemical Complex, educational layout at Mbodalu, Elipokodu, Ruboku, the commercial corridor along Tam David West Boulevard, including Eneka, Omagwa, Ruboku, Alu, Iguruta, Abara, Shokocho, Ibueche, and other areas covered by the Greater Port Harcourt Master Plan. The public is advised to beware of these dubious land speculators, as the authority is set to recover all encroached government lands and demolish all
Thanks for staying with us. And now to the rest of the news. The Nigerian military has refuted claims of carrying a reprisal attack on Okoma community in Delta State, where 16 of its officers were killed. Defense Chief General Christopher Musa, in response sent to Reuters, denied that the military, as we know, online videos show the community had been set ablaze and residents are said to have it. Moving on, Dini Green School has second in sports competition with the theme running for the trophy. Chinedum Neya, while speaking proprietress for G. Neya at the event, said the competition is a learning process for tomorrow.
They need extracurricular activities, not just academics, to train their physical body and even train their morals, their winning spirit, and how to manage losses. They need to learn team spirit. So that's why they are here, learning how to accommodate victory and how to bear loss, so that they can be better people and prepare themselves for better tomorrow. Even when you lose, there are things to learn so that you can win tomorrow. Most important thing is tomorrow, not just today. And at the end of the day, you become a better person.
Some parents and teachers also spoke.
People ran for the trophy and got the trophy, so it was an awesome event. My kids are in Dini Green and they are doing exceptionally well. The foundation top teachers are giving in their reminders, the caregivers sometimes do take on announced call to see things are going. Not being disappointed.
I came here with an open mind to watch the children compete. So at the end of the event, it turned out very well. The Yellow House won. Some children are crying and we encourage them to work harder next time so they can do better too.
The children were just up and doing research and standing up. There's the strength and
corresponds that 3 houses, 50, 100 and 200 meter races, past, filling the basket, filling the bottle and long jump, with Yellow House emerging as the winner. Teacher Oceans of the International School also competed for various prizes. And on the international scene, Vladimir Putin is addressing thousands of people in Moscow's Red Square after claiming a landslide election win on Sunday. Well, the Moscow rally is to mark the 10th anniversary of Russia's illegal annexation of Crimea, which Putin says has returned to its home harbor. Well, on Sunday, Putin won a 5th term as Russian president by a landslide of 87%, while Germany and the US said the vote is obviously not free and fair. But China, India, Iran and North Korea backed the results. And that's the news. But before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. On the news this evening, you heard that the police have arrested a 16-year-old male student for defiling an 11-year-old female schoolmate in Port Harcourt. Father of a Uniport student found dead on campus is calling for thorough investigations. Academic activities were grounded as unions began their warning strike in universities across the country. And the Nigerian military has refuted claims of a reprisal attack in Okoma community, Delta State. On the foreign news, crowds gathered in Red Square as Vladimir Putin claimed landslide election win in Russia. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Constance Mega. Thank you for listening.